Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a while. It's been some months actually, and some of you, my friends actually, have been calling asking me, Krista, when are you doing another video? One video and one. But work has been hectic. Like when I get back from work, I sleep. I'm so tired. I don't get time to do anything. So when I just get back from work, I sleep. The next day I wake up, go back to work, the cycle continues. I don't even get time to do anything, but I'm here today. And for those who watched my previous video and subscribed, thank you very much. And if you watched and you didn't subscribe, just subscribe. Well, what is it going to take from you? Nothing. Just subscribe, and like the video. Anyway, so today's story time is going to be about the time I was robbed. And this happened about how many years ago was this? 13 years. Wow. So it's actually over 10 years. Hi. Anyway, so this happened my first year of uni. I just gone to school, like I went to Legon, and I was in Legon Hall. So for those of you who know Legon Hall, I was in K5, and my room was the third room on the corridor. So it wasn't the first or second one. First or second one was actually the third room. And for those of you who went to Legon, you know, for the halls, the traditional halls, we have the inner room. Sorry about that. For the traditional halls, we have the inner rooms, and the inner rooms are usually for the level 400 students. So it was us, 4 level 100 students in the outer room, then the level 400 students in the inner room. So it was I think the second day of us going to school, or of us being in the room. Well, those of us in the outer room, I would say, we're all level 100 students, so we were just getting to know each other. But then I knew one of the girls from secondary school, so the other two girls were now getting to know each other. So it was in the evening. Level 100 girls, who do we know? Where are we going? We are not going anywhere. We were just in the room. We just said it was late. We decided to sleep, but the level 400 students had gone out. And we couldn't lock the door because none of us would have woken up to open the door anytime she came in. We didn't know the time she was coming in because when she was going out, she didn't tell anyone of us. I mean, she was a level 400 student. And she should have maybe mentioned it to us that perhaps she'll be late, and maybe she could have taken the keys. I don't know. But then we left the door open because we knew she wasn't around, and we slept off. So I think, I'm not too sure the time, but I think it will be around 2:30 a.m. thereabouts. And you know, Legon Hall, there's one exit, one entry point, one exit. Like the entries are there, I think. So I'll say the northern gate and the southern gate. And most of the time, the northern gate is the entry point, and the southern gate is the exit point. But then at the time, I think they were doing some renovation work. So one of the doors, or one of the gates, I think at the boys' side or at the girl, I'm not too sure. But then in addition to the northern and the southern gates, there was one of the gates that was open. So I think there was 3 entry points now. Yes. So around 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. I'm not too sure about the time, but it was past 12 a.m. I was asleep. Then I don't know. All of a sudden, it was like something was telling me to wake up. I woke up. The lights were off. We had switched the lights off. Not that the lights were off. I woke up, I saw 3 men standing in the room. Okay. So when I saw them, they had covered their faces. My instinct was like my foot was under my pillow. So my first instinct was to put. I was on the we used to sleep on the bunk bed. So I was on the lower bed, the down bed. So my first instinct was to take my phone and put it under the bed, which was more regretful because one of them saw me and took the phone from me, and I was what was happening? Apparently, all my other roommates were already up. I think I was the last person to wake up. I don't know whether they were waiting for me to wake up by myself or they were about to wake me up. But then I woke up and I saw them standing there. So they took the phone from my room and they took the phone from my room. They took all the phones. And the sad part about my phone was that 2 days before that, my phone had been stolen. And my dad had just gotten me a new phone. And this one today took it. So, why? Oh, I'm not meant to use a phone in this university that. So, as I said, they took the phones from my other roommate. And there was this roommate of. They took her phone. She actually had two phones. One was in her suitcase. Could you believe what she did? He took her phone. And she said, I have another phone. She told him she had another phone in her suitcase. Can you imagine? Anyway, so they asked her to take the other phone. Why would you even do this? I know, we're all scared. Like 100, you've come to school, but fresh. Obviously, we're all scared, but then, I mean, why? Why would you even do that? So she gave the phone to them, and they asked us for money. Obviously, I had money, but then I had taken this in my suitcase. You see, our suitcases, and there's this zip that I don't know whether what that compartment is for. But then that was where I hid my money. So my money was I had opened the zip, then I had put the money there. I don't know why I did that, but then that was where I used to keep my money when I was in uni. But it was only my friend who knew. So they asked me because because they had taken money from all my roommates and I gotten to my friends. They asked me for the money. I told them that I didn't have any money. I forgot to say this. You know, my other roommate too, her phone had been stolen that night. She was going to see a friend of the 100 but instead of me to stay in the room, she was going to see a friend of around the athletic oval, and her phone was taken from her. Yes, she was attacked. So hers was even sad. Hers was even sad more than mine because she was attacked in the evening. She came to sleep around 1 a.m. We were attacked. So she told them that her phone had just been stolen that evening, but she had money on her, so she gave them the money. My other roommates to give them their money. And I got to my tent. They asked me for money. I told them that I wasn't having any money. I told them that I didn't have any money. And I'm like, no. Then they said that I was called Felicia and I had killed some man in a shaman. So it was that man who had sent them to look for me. Me pretty like that. I just came to this Accra. I didn't even know where the Ashaman was. Because I just don't want I didn't know it. So when they told me that story, for a second it felt like a movie to me and I wanted to laugh. It was a very serious thing, but I was like, I'm not called Christina. I'm not called finished. Let me show you my ID card. Ah. They kept on saying that, I know that I'm putting some money in a shower, so they're coming for the money. I even removed my ID card and showed it to them that I'm called Priscilla. How can I be called Felicia? I knew that I was a trauma thing. I knew, but at that point it was even funny. One of the men was holding a knife, like, give us money, give us money. So I wanted to laugh. I swear I wanted to laugh. I swear I wanted to laugh. And my roommates said they were scared for me. They were scared for me because it was like they were all on their bed, and I was standing by a table because I had gotten down from my bed. When they were asking me to bring the money, I told them that I didn't have money. They asked me to get up from the bed, so I was standing by a table. Then, all my roommates were scared for me because one of them had a knife, so they were scared the man was going to just like hurt me or something, but he didn't. Then my level 400 roommate, who called her with me, she was in the inner room. She had locked her door. So one of the robbers asked us if someone was in there. We said yes, obviously there was someone in there. Then he knocked on the door and was like, open the door, I have a gun, open it. Obviously they didn't have a gun. Open the door, I have a gun. She was using a baby water. She was so scared. She opened the door, then they went inside and they took her money, they took her phones. I think she also had 2 phones. I'm not too sure, but she had more than one. Then I think her parents had just visited her or something, and so she had some amount of money on her, and they took that too. Then they asked all of us to go into the inner room, so we were all in the inner room. We were scared. Level 100 minutes, we were even about to cry. When we level 100, we were just standing there, you are come to cry. So we were all in the inner room. Then they went into the outer room, so they ransacked the room, like they threw all our suitcases down, all our bed sheets. They were looking for money. So when they were done with that, I don't know if they got some money, but my money was safely hidden, so there was no way they were going to find it, and there was no way they were going to get any. So when they were done with whatever they came to do, then one of them came to the inner room, and he was like, he used one of us to go into the outer room. I looked into one of my roommate's faces. She looked at my face. So we all looked at the level 400 roommates. Because, hey, who was it our fault? If it wasn't because of you, we would have locked the door. You came in, you went outside and you came in. And instead of you to lock the door, you didn't. But when you went into your room, you locked your door. You got us into this trouble in the first place. So it was only right that she was the one going to the outer room and find out what they wanted. No, it was only right. It was only right. None of us were backing. We were just sitting there looking at it. So I think it dawned on her that she was the eldest of us all, and she had to take one for the team. So actually, we were all thinking they had wanted to rape us, but then that wasn't their intention anyway. So she gathered courage. Then she went into the outer room, and they asked her to go into the next room to knock so that they could get access to the next room. And she was like, I don't even know the people in the next room. So if you're asking me to go and knock on their door at this time, I don't think any one of them will open the door. And you know that we couldn't even scream. We were so scared. We couldn't even scream. So when we were in the outer room, we were in the inner room and we couldn't even scream. I forgot to tell you one funny thing that happened was that one of them was like, she raised her hand, she was like, please, can I have my SIM card? Can I have my SIM card? And the robbers were like, we are looking for Felicia. We are looking for Felicia. If you find Felicia, we are not going to take anything. We are not going to take your phone. We don't need it for anything. So relax, we'll give it back to you. So we think he's like, ah, thank you, thank you. So my inner roommate, she told them, my level 100 roommate, she told them that she couldn't go and knock on the door because she didn't know anyone there. And I think in the course of their discussion, someone from the next room, she was the assistant florist, and she was very brave. I think she suspected that something was going on there. So she was into the bathroom and she saw someone, a male coming out from our room. And the way he was dressed, she knew that there was something happening, that there was something suspicious going on. So she started screaming. So when she started screaming, I think the floor rep, the main floor rep too, wasn't asleep. So she also started screaming. And I think the minute they started screaming, the robbers, they ran away. These girls had been screaming for like, I think close to 2 to 3 minutes. Nobody came. After the robbers went away, the guys from the other side, they came running in their boxes. Hey, where is he? I didn't even know what to say. When they were around and we started screaming, you didn't come. They were asking us, what happened, what happened, what happened? You were robbed. That was what happened. You heard us screaming for help, but you couldn't come. Immediately you saw that the robbers had run away. You came. Like I can just remember them. One was in some blue boxes with a, oh God. So then we reported the case to the porters. And I remember around 4 a.m. we went to the Legon police station and we went to write, oh, what is it? How did we say it? A report? No, it wasn't a report. I've forgotten the word, the actual word for it. But then we went to write what happened, and they told us that we'll meet someone early in the day. But that never happened. They never gave us anything, never compensated us for anything. But that day, I got a lot of money. Even though my money was not good. Because I told my parents, oh my God, you can go with my parents, they were scared, something. My mother, oh God. Oh God, why? Why? What is happening? Only me, my children, God, why? About this student, and she just went to school, what is happening? So she asked one of her sisters to come and see me. She asked one of her friends to come and see me. When they all came, they gave me money. It was a win-win situation for me because I had my money already and then I had extra money as well. So in the end, well, although it was a scary situation, it was a win for me because I had extra money. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. And yes, they never found the robbers. Obviously, they weren't going to find them. Where are you going to see them? So we carried on, and then we learned our lesson. And our inner roommate, you should have seen the way she was crying when the robbers left. Huh? Even at 1100, we weren't crying, no. We weren't crying. We were all sad, obviously. Our monies have been stolen. But she was crying, she was never crying. Okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my story, and if you like the story, press the like button and subscribe. So I'll see you in my next video.